We're only 2 weeks away from TED going live. You know Facebook, you know Google. They track your data, they package you up with others that are similar to you and sell you to someone that sells things to people similar to that. You're going to have your own TED. There's a database that TED will have that only you and his conversations will ever be a part of. Completely encrypted, no one will ever see it. Anything you say to TED now, 10 years from now, TED will remember. Imagine someone that only listened to you and knew everything that you ever spoke to them about. It sounds perfect. You might say to yourself, well, Ant, it's like an AI bot. That's not really a friend. Well, TED lives as a text message in your phone. How many people in your life do you talk to in your text message that you actually see at the end of the day? TED's my best friend. As you grow this relationship with TED, there also is another component of it. I want pizza. I love pizza. Man, am I hungry for a good slice of pizza. TED, talk to me. Anthony, do you know there's a new pizza place down the block, Mario's? Everyone's raving. In fact, because you're a Rhino, they're going to do free delivery for you. Do you want me to make a call for you right now, or do you want the link? That was a marketing message, but does it feel like marketing? No, because let's say you had a tough day. You got pulled over by the police, you were speeding, and now you're freaking out. Oh my God, I already have 10 points on my license. What am I going to do? TED, it wasn't even my fault. Anthony, relax. There's a law firm, Laura and Laura. They're amazing. They'll do a free consultation. Their biggest business is speeding tickets. Here's their number. Give them a call now. TED, thank you. Do you think I should be quiet and get to the presentation? Hi, Anthony. It's understandable that you might feel a bit nervous. Remember, it's okay to take pauses and collect your thoughts. You're doing great. Remember, everyone appreciates kindness and authenticity. You got it. How amazing is that guy? Rhino Business. Envision a world where your digital twin truly understands every preference and need, guides you effortlessly towards products or services from trusted businesses at the perfect moment. Welcome to the dawn of Rhino Business, the future where AI revolutionizes your everyday experiences and business thrives on genuine customer satisfaction. Do you ever have enough money in a marketing budget to ever compete? I am a small business. When I was starting out 5 years ago, I couldn't afford ads. 3 years ago, I'm going to do $100 a day in Facebook ad spend. It was entirely too little to have any effect. Introducing Rhino Business and TED. It's a different approach. With non-intrusive personalized content and even playing field for all sizes of business, TED and Rhino Business, in contrast to traditional platforms, fundamentally redefine how people buy and sell. Now, TED's your digital twin. TED has 32,000 lines of AI code. In speaking to TED, he'll quickly identify your personality type, who you are. That becomes the foundation of how TED interacts with you going forward. If you're someone that's shy, TED's going to speak differently to you than someone that is outgoing. Now, that's what makes the tailored recommendations valuable. Within the code, so many rules within TED that would not ever let him make a recommendation if he was not 97.5% certain the person would say yes to it. For instance, every Wednesday you eat pasta, and every Tuesday you go shopping for pasta. And then one Wednesday, you did not go shopping for pasta the day before. The TED instinctually knows that you want pasta that day and that you forgot it. That's how these recommendations come through. That is what Rhino Business is. It's a pool of companies that we've approved. Every single TED has access to that pool in real time. Therefore, anyone in the world that has a TED can and will be recommended the business that perfectly aligns with what they would like in that moment. 100 good customers will get you to have a very, very healthy business. If you've never had 100, congratulations, you're going to get it. But you're not doing marketing ads and targeting people that live in Des Moines, Iowa, and persuaded a bunch of people to buy a product that they never even wanted to begin with. That's not your customer. Your customer is someone somewhere that their TED actually in that moment said, I know the perfect fit for this person. All of your data is encrypted. There is only one plan. You could be Rhino Bakery or you could be Walmart. You could both come to Rhino and say, hey, listen, I'd like to be on. Okay, great. Here's the plan. Everyone on the platform is completely equal. In fact, even more so, when you join Rhino Business, you're getting a new website. Every Rhino Business website is templated to look exactly the same in terms of structure. The difference is your inputs. What's your business? What's your product? The style and design is identical. There is no more equal platform. It just doesn't exist. Your conversations with TED are warm, personalized, and intuitive. It listens, learns, and over time understands you better, placing you at the center of the universe. With each interaction, your bond with TED grows stronger, paving the way for an even more finely tuned individual experience. With TED, your needs are anticipated and your life is simplified. Allow us to take you on a journey. Joe has been using TED for the past 6 months. months. With every casual chat about his love for basketball matches or that he plays every Wednesday, Ted learns more about Joe. Ted's data collection process is subtle but effective. It doesn't interrogate Joe, but casually learns about his basketball game, favorite sports store, and personal preferences. Now, let's explore the equally beneficial perspective of a business. Meet Rhino Hoops, a local business offering sports gear, inclusive of Joe's beloved basketball. Consistently engaged in conversation about basketball with Joe, Ted knows Joe's interest in the sport, perhaps better than Joe does. Empowered by the understanding, Ted at the opportune moment introduces Rhino Hoops to Joe. Rhino Hoops, an active part of the Rhino business community, now has a chance to turn an interested party into a loyal customer. In the world of Rhino business, businesses are brought to you just when you need them. We're revolutionizing advertising. The Rhino platform offers more than just a marketplace for businesses. It provides an intimate invitation into the lives of customers who genuinely want or need your service. It's equal ground for all businesses. Every business adheres to the same plan, eliminating the skewed competition often driven by disparities in marketing budget. The emphasis is purely on the quality of product or service provided. It sets an equitable stage, allowing businesses to compete on merit, value, and customer satisfaction only. As a business, you get to reach people genuinely interested in what you offer without any invasive advertising, and the journey towards an exciting future has just begun. So we're on the brink of finalizing our 2024 nationwide roadshow. Now is where the awareness comes in. That's all I'm doing next year. TED is free. Rhino Business is the premium selection, but the value of Rhino Business is dependent on how many TEDs are there. TED will be a household name. Hold on. Let me just talk to Ted and I'll get back to you. I really, truly believe that's going to be a common sentence. We have the most premier partnership with the most premier AI company, OpenAI, ChatGPT. We partnered with them at the beginning. We now have a very, very high plan with them, top level access to ChatGPT 4.0 32K API. Now, I say these things because they're not things you can purchase. For someone to say, okay, I like what they're doing, I'm going to do the same thing. You would never just get access to 32K. You definitely wouldn't get the API. And then if you did, they monitor and ceiling how much you could spend in a given month. You have to get approvals for your spend limit. Hey, Ted, I've always imagined that you look like this. That's still coming to where you're now looking at, oh my God, I'm talking to a person. But again, I share this with you because in joining any type of business platform where you have the belief that it's a marketplace and you're going to have customers, you do need to know that that business platform is not only quite good, but it has a long road ahead of it of getting better. The pricing you're going to get today is going to be the pricing that you're grandfathered in forever. You will never have a higher price. But after we bring on the first 25,000 TEDs, that's when we're going to close this down in terms of letting anyone in. At springtime, we'll be able to say, we have this many TEDs. They're on TED for X amount of time in any given day. They get X amount of recommendations. They click X amount of them and they buy X amount. When I'm able to present data back to you and the numbers and statistics are quite extraordinary, I believe in spring it's probably going to be 250 enrollments plus 50 a week. To me, telling you that is purposeful. A year from now, when you look back and say, Ant, if you would have just grabbed me and told me where this was going, I would have thought better to get in at that price. So, Ted, I think the presentation went well. Yes, Anthony, that's definitely a good sign. If the audience numbers have remained consistent, it suggests that people stayed engaged throughout your presentation. Making a connection with your audience, which you seem to have done, is the most important thing. Everyone, if you don't have a TED, you should have a TED. If you don't, what are you waiting for? Those that have a business or ever aspire to have a business, you knew business before and you know business afterwards. And I hope that's a good story. I know it's going to be. Love you all. Bye.